Alright, so I went to the end of the level, and it turned out that it didn't just immediately end like I thought it would. There's a fair bit, so I know a little bit of what to do next, but not a whole lot. I pretty much know exactly enough to not do something very stupid I did while doing my brief checking and poking, you know? So, I'm going to go to the end of this level, and if that hasn't been a too whole long of a time yet, I will, then I'll start the next one, but we'll see what happens. Like I said before, I don't really want to do more than an hour, per run. And another thing, like I said before, I like that I can just press this button and shift. When I did a little bit of audio testing before this, because I don't know why, but my audio settings seem really inconsistent, so I'm still figuring out what works best. However, um, huzzah, secret found. What was I about to say? However, the one thing I mentioned in that I want to repeat here is that, I like that this button exists. Because I noticed that both versions of Tomb Raider have very different lighting engines. Like, look at this. Literally night and day. At least in that room. But down here in the water, it is a lot brighter to use the old PS1 graphics. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think that turns them into a useful tool rather than just a graphics setting. Like, for example, that hole there, yeah, that's not very visible with the new graphics. It's a lot more visible with the old graphics. Now, with that being a secret, that brings back the earlier question of where the fuck do I go? So I'm gonna wander around a little bit and see if I can figure that out. This is wet now. Or wetter, I guess? Anyway. Also, admittedly, with the way my sounds are set up, you know, I don't know why I'm dancing around it. So my problem I'm having is that my... Is that a thing I can grab onto? No. Is that the headphones I use to record, sometimes having the headphones on is what causes that weird popping noise from that secret episode I uploaded, and... Whoa, hold up. I saw something. From the Lost episode that I linked into the description of the last video. So sometimes having my headphones in causes that weird popping sound that kept popping up. Pun unintended. Sometimes not having them plugged in causes it. So I did a little bit of testing and found that today is a day where Laura, here we go, and found that today is a day where it cooperates more if I don't have my headphones in. So if audio is really fucking inconsistent over like the next few episodes, that's why I'm gonna try to figure out how to fix that. Now, this is a room I don't really want to go down into, but it's... I'm just not entirely sure. That was a weird noise. I'm just not entirely sure where else the game wants me to go. Also, yeah, I am going to pick whichever option gives me the better lighting for any given area. So, like, if any of you prefer, like, one way the game is lit up over another, oh well. Or no, if you prefer, like, one set of graphics over the other, then, like, oh well. This is not going to be a very consistent place for you. I'm going to be flipping back and forth between them a fair bit. Especially since I personally don't believe that either is inherently better than the other. No, that's not what I wanted. I personally, feel like both lighting, or both, graphic styles achieve different goals. And I personally, will use whichever one that I think, which one of those goals that I think best benefits whatever area I'm in. Like, the older graphics highly valued having very clear level geometry, which, when doing a platforming section, I want to see where I'm fucking jumping. Meanwhile, the new graphics prioritize better environmental detail, which, I mean, camera. Which, I mean, look at that fucking water, man. Look at that fucking water in the back. So I will regularly flip between them. For, like, probably this entire run. Especially since, like, it's... especially since, like, it's a single button to flip between them, you know? I press start. I press start. That's it. That's all. That's all it is. Okay. Either way, swinging that door the other way was the key to wherever it is the game wants me to be. Now, the question then becomes, where does the game want me to be? Oh, I hope that static noise is just on your end, because that is a little obnoxious. I don't like it very much. Damn it. I just want to look over here. I didn't actually want to go over here. Actually, wait, hold on now. It's still... Huh. You know, I'm gonna check something out. While I'm doing this, I gave... Oh! What does want me to come down here? Okay. I also gave some thought to, something I said in... Wow. Alright. That... Cool, we'll just get on to the next step. I was at the very end of the episode. I just went the wrong way. Oh, it's this one. Okay. If I remember right... No, Laura. Back up. Back up, girl. There you go. I remember that thing. So, in a previous video, I don't remember if it was the last one or the really fucked up one before that. I made a comment to the extent of me wanting... Well, maybe not wanting, but showing interest in using Let's Plays as, like, pseudo-vlogs. I think I might do that. Oh, God. I forgot what I had to do here. Okay, this wasn't the room that had me do that? Cool. Like, I'm going to keep the focus on the game whenever possible. Don't get me wrong. But... overall, I think... Actually, what is this area like in the new graphics? It spins now! 10 out of 10. I'm gonna keep the focus on the game whenever possible. See the previous everything on how I kept, like, cutting myself off to, Oh, fuck! Oh, God! Wrong way, wrong way. Back up. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, focusing on the game. So something I wanted... So I'm gonna focus on the game, obviously. No one's really here to just listen to me bitch about my life. They're here to stare at Laura's ass. I mean, watch me play Tomb Raider. But... if there is, like, a bit of a lull in what's going on, and I don't really have anything to say, then, like, don't be terribly surprised if I fill that time talking about, like, stuff that's been on my mind, or, you know, just talking to my little puppy. Ow. Oh, fuck! Okay. Laura, why did you take your guns out? Well, that sucked. Okay. Thanks, game. Is that a skeleton? That's a skeleton. So you might listen. So don't be too surprised if I just start talking about, like, random whatever while I play. I wonder, will it let me do this? I don't think so, but I want it to let me do this. No. Okay. Boo, bad game. Let me do the funny. You know... Oh. I have to pull it out. Okay. Neat. Oh, I see what it wants me to do. Alright. And, like, my hope is that I don't have to spend too much time, like, cutting things out. Oh, there's something down there. Well, that could have gone really bad. That is a kind of unfortunate camera angle for you, Laura, but I don't think I know many viewers who will complain about it too much. Let's see. Did I get turned around? No, apparently not. Yes, I did. I lied. Because I can't see shit! But why don't you just turn the brightness up on your thing? Well, yeah, I guess I could do that, but I like my battery life, thank you. Also, what's kind of funny is that I don't think any of my D&D players watch my Let's Plays. So, like, theoretically, I could just start saying wild shit about what I'm going to do in campaign, because I decided the best way for me to be consistent... Well, maybe not decided, but something I'm trialing is that the best way for me to be consistent about these might be for me to do this the day I'm going to do campaign, so I stay off my laptop, keep that charged, and then, that's mean. That's so mean. That's fucked up. It's an awful trap. Where the fuck do I go again? I don't remember. What the fuck is that, anyway? What the fuck are you, dude? Is this the Maze God? Is that what that is? It might be the Maze God. Just given what it looks like he's holding, the way he's posed. I'm gonna... Maybe I should just use Tomb Raider as an excuse to talk about, like, the weird mythological shit I look into all the time. Where the hell am I going? Well, this brings me back to where I was, right? Oh, it does, and also brings me into the next direction to go. Cool. Oh, this song! You know good shit's about to happen when this song plays. You know, there's something about games from this era where they don't use music a lot. Just generally speaking. But when they do, you can tell that there's a purpose behind it. Like, not to say that music isn't used purposefully outside of this specific era of video games, but that there's... How do I want to describe it? But it's like they use the silence as part of the soundtrack. As like, silence itself is a song that they play. And you don't see that a lot anymore. I don't think. And it does feel very... Whoop, it does feel very purposeful here. You know? Like, 9 times out of 10 in Tomb Raider, the only background noise is... Well, it's sort of like... the... sort of just ambient sound. Damn. Okay. Now, to me that means there is something else here that I'm missing. And give it one more try. Okay. Where'd my thoughts go? And this just brings me back to the junction, yeah? Yeah. Hold on a second. Is this still a thing I can do? I did remember correctly. Am I going to die? Yes. Did I save? Okay. I'm not gonna make you guys rewatch that. Dude, I'm so used to the original Tomb Raider having, like, the save crystals that I forgot to actually save. Oh, well. I'll double check my notes on the Maze God, and then and like other ink and stuff, and I'll get back to you guys on that in the next episode. Unless I forget, which is not a 0% chance. This is me we're talking about. Bye.